Welcome back to the DC show. In today's video, we'll be discussing Thor Love and Thunder.
Are Zeus and Hercules planning to butcher Thor? Stick around.
All right, guys, spoiler warning for Thor Love and Thunder. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out and then come back and watch the video.
Yep.
So what did you think of the movie, Cord?
Yeah, I mean, we did a kind of a brief out of the theater review. If you get a chance to check that out, go for it. But I still kind of feel the same way I did then. I really enjoyed the movie. I didn't quite like it as much as Ragnarok, in my opinion. I think Taika's humor really comes through, but they really kind of pushed it, maybe to see how far they could push it. And in my opinion, maybe pushed it a little too far. Humor was a little bit cheesy, but
yeah, there's a few jokes that they're funny, but they weren't necessary. Like Bao, the dumpling god.
The Bao bun dumpling god. Yeah, that was interesting.
But I get it. It's trying to be levity.
The splits, the scene in the beginning battle scene.
But yeah, they're playing an homage to some of the Jean-Claude Van Damme and some of the other fight movies. Yeah, I get it because it's kind of like the '80s vibe. And
overall, though, I definitely really enjoyed it. Like I said in my earlier review, it was probably my most enjoyable movie to watch from the MCU this year.
Yeah.
And I would still put it definitely in the top half of the MCU movies, maybe top quarter. I'd really have to go through, look at my list again of how I kind of ranked them recently and decide where to drop it. Yeah. But for sure, I think Ragnarok still is a little bit better movie in my opinion.
Yeah. I really like the movie a lot, so it ranks a little higher for me. It's probably in the top quarter, if not the top 15 or so of the MCU for me. Nice. But I really enjoyed it. I love humor, so Taika's humor is right up my alley. So I'm fine with it being. It is a comedy, so a lot of people are judgmental of it. They want Thor to be this, he is a badass god, even with the comedy. But I get they want more of a badass. So
well, I think for some people, Thor shouldn't be a comedic character, and that's where some people didn't like Ragnarok either. Sure. I think we have a mutual friend that's not super fond of that movie because they made it a little too funny, made him too much of a comedic character. Yeah. But I mean, Chris Hemsworth is a really good comedic actor, in my opinion.
For sure, yeah.
And he lends himself really well to Taika's sense of humor. So I think it works out well overall.
Yeah, I think Natalie Portman as Jane Foster, I think she did a really good job. It was fun. She had her moments of trying to be, she's funny. Sure. But she had her little cheesy moments too with her trying to figure out like catchphrase.
Yeah. I mean, I think what really helped this movie was its villain. I think Christian Bale as Gore did a really good job. What was your impression of his portrayal?
He's definitely my favorite MCU villain. We put up a poll like asking what your favorite villain is. Gore is for sure mine. I don't know about you think about that, but
yeah, I mean, no, he did a really good job. The problem I have with a lot of the MCU villains, with the exception of like Thanos, for example, is they're there for one movie and then they're gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, what's the running theme in Marvel comics is like returning villains. They almost never die. If they do, they find a way to come back somehow. I suppose Loki's been something of a villain and a kind of an anti-hero, and he's made appearances after dying and stuff. But for the most part, the main villains of the movies haven't. So it's kind of a bummer to see Gore gone already.
At least we think he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, but this is an open spoiler video, so hopefully you've seen the movie and we're not ruining anything for you. But I mean, I think by the end he was accepting what was going on, and he changed what his goal was at the very end. So I don't think he has this driving force to be the type of villain he was throughout the movie. And I think maybe for me, one of the reasons why I didn't like the movie as much as Ragnarok, besides just the extended humor, is that I actually read the comic series that it's based on. Yeah. And although Christian Bale does an amazing job as Gore, the MCU's portrayal of Gore and his kind of goal and stuff wasn't as grand. Yeah. And I mean, they can only do so much with one movie, which is why I'd like to see these progressions. Look at the whole Thanos progression. I mean, it was multiple movies, and
hopefully they'll be able to release that original 4-hour cut of some sort, or at least a longer extended version. Maybe that'd be awesome to see some more of the backstory, some more of the gods getting killed and butchered.
Definitely. And I mean, and they had the Necro Sword, which is really cool. Yeah. And it had similar attributes to what it had in the comic.
But they obviously can't call it a symbiote,
Yeah, I mean, they didn't get into Null and all that stuff, probably because it does fall under Sony's, rights. Yeah. But But yeah, it was still pretty cool. I wish the Necrosword. I wish that would have kind of started to possess him even more and make him more kind of mutated and crazier looking by the end of the movie.
They probably intended for that, but I'm sure that some of that had to get cut just for pacing of the movie cut it down to only 2 hours. But definitely the shortest MCU movies in a while.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But just by a few minutes. I mean, it's not like it was like a dramatically shorter movie.
Yeah, it was still 2 hours, but you know, compared to some of the other movies, it felt a lot shorter.
Yeah. So I think we both talked about there's a specific scene of Gore where he shows up in the cage with the kids. That was
really creepy.
In my opinion, that was one of the creepiest scenes in the movie, and he did a really good job with that scene.
Christian Bale is an excellent actor. He's been
definitely
a great actor in pretty much everything he's ever been in. So, I mean, he's great casting for a villain, especially for Gore. So I really enjoyed it, and he was creepy as hell, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, so kind of another running theme throughout the movie was Stormbreaker's jealousy of Mjolnir and Thor's desire to...
And the lightning bolt, too.
Yeah, that's true.
He's talking about the beautiful lightning bolt, and then
that's true.
Stormbreaker started like making the ship wobble.
That's right. That's right.
It's funny.
I mean, they showed that scene in the trailer already where he's like trying to, you know, Thor's trying to summon Mjolnir, and then like Stormbreaker comes around and so there you are, you know. But that was just like one part of it. There's really a lot of times where Stormbreaker wasn't very happy.
I liked it. Like you said in your breakdown, it's an ensemble cast. There's a lot of characters get their own little story. Korg does, Jane, Gore, all of them. Mm-hmm. Even the weapons.
I think Meek got left out a little bit.
Yeah. Well, Meek got on the board.
Meek did draw on the board
really fast.
Meek got to cut the ribbon with her knife hands. That was pretty funny for opening up the new Asgard. Funny. But yeah, I mean, definitely was an ensemble cast. You're right, including
we didn't get the love story like we were hoping for with Meek and Valkyrie.
Yeah, that's true. We did joke about that. Well, because a lot of people were talking about really embracing Valkyrie's, you know, sexuality and stuff, and getting into like her in a relationship somewhere. And I guess she kind of did joke and hint about you know Jane maybe a little bit, but.
Can't blame her.
I think but I think she was also just giving Thor a hard time because she knew that was his ex, you know. Yeah. But yeah, even like we said, Stormbreaker had some personality which we haven't seen before, which is interesting, you know. So really, even Stormbreaker was like a character. Plus the goats. The goats were definitely the goat boat,
screaming goats.
Yeah, screaming goats.
Awesome.
So that was kind of funny. There's
definitely some of the humor is well placed for sure.
I don't know if it's true, but I heard that Taika actually voiced the goats.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I have to look that up. Did he? If we did, we'll put it down here, and then we'll put a heart over Taika's face.
We love Taika.
We do love Taika. Yeah.
Taika, you should subscribe.
Yeah, Taika, you should subscribe.
We talk about you every video now.
Do we? Every video?
Every video.
Okay, every video from now on.
No, it's canon.
It's canon. Wait,
your camera. I mean, Sean's canon.
Sean Cannon. Yeah. We got off the rails again, man. We got off the rails.
Sorry. So as Thor, Jane, and Valkyrie are going to go after Gore, they want to recruit some other gods. So they go to Omnipotent City and try to recruit Zeus and many of the other gods. There was so many gods there, I couldn't even tell you half of them.
Yeah, definitely. We kind of talked earlier about the Bow God. There's some kind of ridiculous stuff going on there, but there's really
the Cronin God, the rocks on the Throne of Scissors.
Awesome. Yeah. Some Celestials there. Definitely a lot to unpack, a lot going on. We got a reference to a carpenter god. So
who could that be?
Yeah, I guess, you know,
find out in the next movie, maybe.
Maybe so you're gonna have a sequel
with
JC, new Marvel MCU canon. But
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, some crazy stuff. We didn't see Hercules yet.
Yeah.
But you know, if you watch Zeus, the movie, you know, we do get an appearance by the probably one of the most popular demigods.
Yeah, Hercules.
Hercules. So
yeah, it's awesome. He's gonna be coming after Thor.
Yeah, it does appear that he's planning to go after Thor. You know, after we found out Zeus didn't really die, sounds like he's kind of unhappy that the people aren't fearing the gods anymore, and he wants to change that.
Should get pretty chaotic if they make a Thor 5 or however they're going to do this next movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think they probably will make another Thor movie. It's not confirmed yet. Even Taika said he didn't know. He didn't know they're going to have that little title sequence at the end. You know, Thor will be back.
Return, yeah. I don't know if Chris Hemsworth knew that he was coming back yet.
Well, I mean, Chris Hemsworth already said that he will keep playing the character for a long time if they want him to. So I'm not surprised he's making another appearance at some point. Whether that's a fifth Thor movie or whether it's part of another movie, we'll see. I think we're we're pretty sure anyways that there will be some sort of another Avengers movie at some point.
Secret Wars or something.
Yeah. I mean, probably going to be a very different team. We've lost 3 of the 6 original Avengers, so.
But they have the multiverse now, so they could bring in
That's true.
Iron Men or whatever.
How was your opinion of the movie having not touched on the multiverse? Was that?
I was perfectly fine with it. I mean, they're going to have to step away from the multiverse stuff at some point, but I mean, they have to also finish that premise, and kind of go into it more with Quantumania and everything in the future.
Yeah, we do have Quantumania not too far around the corner. February, I think, next year.
Loki season 2. We've got a bunch of stuff that's going to deal with the multiverse. So it was nice change that it didn't really, but it was still the Celestials, the gods.
Not to get too much off topic, but Loki is interesting because they haven't really confirmed whether or not that's different timelines within the 616, and each universe may have, or each version of it may have their own series of timelines, so it could get really crazy. But yeah, so that's why I was actually glad that there was no like multiverse stuff in Thor, because it was getting so hectic and it would be so crazy to try to fit that in with every movie. And so I was glad about that.
It would be like beating a dead horse at a certain point, because people want stuff to be different, that they don't like too much change, but you can't keep doing multiverse every time.
Well, I feel like No Way Home did it really well, and
Everything Everywhere All at Once, one of the best movies.
Still have to watch it.
That's a good multiverse.
I digress. Anyways, but Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness didn't really capitalize on it, in my opinion. They made it seem like it was gonna be kind of a continuation of No Way Home. Didn't touch on that. We're totally getting off topic, by the way. I apologize.
Yep.
But Doug's pissed. He's smacking his mic and everything. But yeah, so we're gonna probably cut again right here.
Lots of cuts.
Because we.
So what do you think will happen in the future Thor movies with Hercules versus Thor? I mean, there's a lot of battles between them in the comics. So I mean,
I think we'll get something similar to what's happened in the comics, whereas they start off kind of as adversaries and then they have to work together for some reason. They realize
probably maybe against Ares, the god of war.
That would be pretty cool. That wouldn't surprise me actually. With
they didn't introduce Ares yet, so
with a lot of the other characters coming up that have been in groups with Ares, So.
Man, there's so much potential. That's the best thing about the whole multiverse and all the different realms. And there's just, they could do pretty much anything. And fans like us will.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can say all I want about not liking it as much as another movie. But I mean, like, I pre-ordered tickets. I went, opening weekend. So I'm going to keep buying the tickets and keep watching the movies. And it's still significantly better than like when Fox was running the. All right, let us know how you like Thor Love and Thunder.
Please leave us a comment on any future videos you'd like us to discuss.
Take a moment to like and subscribe.
And have a Marvel Love and Thunderous day.
Woo! Woo!
And now we'll cut that, and now we'll do it better. Just kidding. The God of Marmalade. That's the next
was there a Marmalade God there?
They're missing him.
There probably was one there. There's a lot of gods.
Shit.
You think the Marmalade God's going to the orgy?
I know I am. I'm bringing the marmalade.
Oh. No,
have you explained orgies to your children yet?
Oh my gosh.
It's a family movie, right? Am I talking about orgies?
Escalated quickly.
And
have a marvelous day.
Except for you.
How dare you? That's my favorite.
I don't like them.
It's my favorite viewer. How dare you? Are you going to uninvite them to the orgy?
He uninvited me to his.
I was never invited to begin with, so. Have you noticed there's so many actors that, like, they're British? You don't even realize it?
Yeah, and they play American characters.
Yeah. And a lot of them are superheroes. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Being taken over slowly from behind the scenes.
What? From behind? We're getting taken over from behind?
Read our poll about that.
What?
All right, welcome back to the DC show. We're going to talk about Doug's poll.
All right.
I bumped it, and then Jacob bumped it. Jacob's bump supposedly didn't affect it, but we're going to see the video later. It's going to be all crooked.
It totally looks very good.
Your face is crooked. Did you guys see the Derpy Bacon face reveal?
What? I didn't.
That'd be funny. You gotta blur it out. That'd be funny. Actually, Doug will have to blur it out. Welcome back to the DC show. In today's video, we're gonna... Wait. Doug? Doug's missing. I don't know what happened to him. He's gone. Well, I guess I'll figure this out on my own. No, I'm not gonna figure it out on my own. So on today's video, I'm gonna talk about how I'm gonna have a new host, Jacob. It's gonna join.
Hey guys, welcome back to the JC show.
Yeah, this is the JC show, and this is Derpy Bacon.
Face reveal?
Dun dun dun. Oh,
I gotta get out of here. I gotta go.
Doug is sweaty. Why are you sweaty, Doug? Oh no!
It's all broken.
I think it bumped the camera.
No, it didn't.
I think it did.
Surprisingly, it didn't.
Look at the screen.
I'm looking at it. You're good.
I bet you're gonna watch that video and you're gonna see shakeage on the camera.
Recording
It's all my
yourselves?
fault.
Oh, we're recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Why are you all sweaty?
don't worry about that. That's your business. I mean, our business.
I think it was the FedEx guy's business.
Don't worry about that.
I'm a
When I
little
do
bit
it,
worried
I'm
about
all sweaty right before the film.
it. Great. Demonetized now. Cursing.
Sweaty. Beep.
Where's Doug? Doug's gone.
That's fine.
And then Jacob took your place, and then it became the JC show or CJ show. I don't remember.
Whatever.
JC show. Yeah,
JC was in this movie.
It goes from left to right.
he was referenced briefly. Yep, indirectly, but clearly the Carpenter God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, welcome back to the DC show.
All right, our Zeus and Thor. No, not Thor. Not Zeus and Thor. In your opinion, I mean, we're gonna do the opposite of whatever you say, but
Yeah. Naturally.
So maybe welcome back to the DC show. DC show.
DC show.
In today's
I can't say. Let's talk about that. Is that what I should say? Good mythical morning. Should I steal theirs? Let's talk about that.
sure,
No, can't steal theirs.
why not? Steal nerd babies all the time. We steal nerd.
Nerd baby. We do not steal nerd babies.
I steal nerd babies.
Don't worry, MT. Your nerd babies are safe with you.
I've stole them. They're in my blue dungeon.
I've stole baby nerds, not nerd babies.
Oh, I've never had baby nerds.
Yeah, the little candies, the little small ones.
Aren't those normal nerds?
No, they're smaller than normal. They're
What?
babies.
I've
When
never
you
seen
get, they're all different sizes. Sometimes they're jumbo nerds. Sometimes they're baby nerds.
They're all nerds.
There's mama nerds and
They're just called nerds.
oh,
There's no baby nerds or small nords. God damn.
Nord. Now we're taking
NordVPN is sponsoring today's video. I'm trying to manifest some
Yeah.
sponsors.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't put that in the outtakes.
No, I won't.
No free advertising for you, Nord.
Yeah.
You gotta earn that. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Talking about the
This-
Noid.
The Noid?
The Noid.
That's different.
You're sponsored by NordVPN.
No, it's not. And it's not sponsored by Domino's either. Just to be clear. The Noid, you know, I've been saying for a long time. I'm surprised he didn't come back. And then he came back. And now he's gone again already. I haven't seen him.
The Noid is
No Raid Shadow Legends. What are
Who wants
other...
to sponsor us? When
Oh.
Jacob was moving.
Dude, it sounded like a high-pitched like voice, like a little girl's voice or something. I was like,
Yeah, that's my spirit friend that lives here.
Recording school.
great. Doug has a ghost baby here too.
Oh no.
Ghost babies.
We have ghost baby at
Nerd
home.
babies, ghost babies.
Yeah, just a lot of babies, nerd babies, the baby nerds. I mean,
Ghost baby.
anyways, still be fun to play with. Boop. I don't know why. Just wanted to boop Mighty Thor.
Luke Jane Foster.
I did. Right on the head.
R.I.P.
Oof. Too soon?
No,
No.
not soon enough.
I know, right?
Is-
We can do it a bunch of times.
Why not?
We got nothing but time.
Yeah,
We got no family or other friends
Children.
or lives of any sort. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. You good? Should instead of kill, should I say butcher?
What?
No, I'm not gonna say butcher. I could say butcher. I could say murder.
Muck duck.
Murder. What?
Muck duck.
Pantheon of other gods and stuff that show up there, and was it what do they call it? Omnis? No.
Omnipotence.
Omnipotent.
Omnipotence.
You're gonna say that if it's in the video.
Omnipotent city.
Omnipotent city.
Is that what it was called?
Intimate city.
Mm.
Well, they are gonna have an orgy there apparently.
We're not invited.
Well, Thor's not invited. We're still invited.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Of course we're invited.
You blocked off the dates.
We're not invited. We were never invited. We didn't get uninvited because we've never been invited.
So we definitely did not get.
We're also not gods, so
speak for yourself.
And Thor may or may not have gotten himself excluded from an orgy.
I know, he got flicked off.
Well, he got flicked off before the. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Wait.
Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Oh man. Which is why I was glad that there was no MCU content in Thor.
Multiverse.
Yeah. What did I say?
MCU.
Oh my gosh, I don't want no MCU content
in Thor. Thank
Cut
God.
that out, man.
Cut that. And have a Marvel Love and Thunderous Day.
I just butchered that. I can't even say it.
butchered it.
A Marvel Love. A Marvel
Love.
Marvel Love. A Marvel Love.
Marvel Love. Marvel Love and Thunderous Day.
Have a Marvel Love and Thunderous Day.
There we go. Let's try that one more time.
Oh my gosh.
Either way, it's gonna get. Some people are gonna see this, but.
Oh yeah, people are seeing all of this. I'm live streaming right now. Whoa. My second dream.
Your second one?
Don't worry about it. My second dream ever.
You only had 2 dreams in your whole life.
I don't remember my dreams, okay?
And have a marvelous
love and we're gonna do it regular.
Here we go.
Oh man, I messed myself up.
Oh Jesus.
Sorry. And we're gonna do it again.
Oh man, I keep butchering that bad.
That's all right.
God butcher. And have a
marvelous
Love
day.
and Thunder Day.
That's right.
Damn it. We can both keep something.
I don't know why I did that.
And have a Marvel Love and Thunderous Day. God, that's hard to say. Looks good on paper. Marvel Love.
Have a Marvel Love and Thunderous Day. Why is it easy just to read it, but then to remember how to say it?
Because we're also pre-laughing in our heads about how stupid it is.
Yeah, probably. You can't have a Marvel Love and Thunderous Day.
Why not?
Because we can't say it, so people can't do it.
They can do it. They can put their back into it.
All right, we're just gonna say it. You ready? You ready? We're gonna say it to them.
Have a Marvel Love and Thunderous Day.